Okay, and welcome back. This is lecture number 7. In the previous lecture, we just quickly went over the science of positive thinking, and we talked about the 4 stages of creativity by Graham Wallace. In this particular lecture, it's going to be really quick. We're going to be talking about Howard Gardner's model, good work model, and what it really entails is Howard Gardner found out he was trying to discover what were some of the competencies that separated top performers from average. He says, what would classify somebody as being a success on the job? And there were 3 different areas where he looked at and kind of where they were all interconnected. So, and also research has been done on this as well. So the first thing he looked at was engagement. How engaged are the employees? As I mentioned in the introduction, I currently sit on the Patient Access Advisory Committee for the Johns Hopkins Patient Access Center, and we have about 600 employees, and we meet on a quarterly basis to try to figure out what are some of the hindrances that stop people from being fully engaged at work. Because even myself being right there in the right there in the terrain of things, I see it on a daily basis. There's people who come to work unmotivated. They're not fully engaged. It seems as if they're only there for a paycheck. But what Howard Gardner realized was what separates the top performers from average was the top performers were fully engaged in their work. And then that's because they tied in the other 2 models that you see here. They tied in excellence, which is performing at the best level possible, and then also ethics. What are good business ethics? And regardless of whatever industry you're in, ethics is important. And tying these all together is what Howard Gardner came up as the good work model. And you can also go to Google. I won't talk too much about it, but I also just wanted to include it here because this is just one of the other aspects of emotional intelligence that will kind of really put us on new ground, that will kind of help us move us in that direction of personal growth and achievement. And this doesn't just have to be on the job. I mean, this can be in any endeavor of life. So even in relationships, when you're talking about engagement, how engaged are you in the relationship? What are some of the ethics that you bring to the relationship? And then excellence, are you 100% fully giving it all in that relationship? And at the end of the day, it comes down to just realizing that 100% of anything positive is always good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into lecture number 8.